Let me begin by saying, if I were a proper influencer, I would be doing an unboxing and the zip and the zoom and all the things, but I am an improper influencer. And as the legend now has it, it's been 10 years of making beautiful printed things. And I have never, hey, Faye, I have never done a successful unboxing video. And I have never done this. I find that so cringy. Yesterday, I was home crying about some life things and no bra and fun bun and sweatshirt. And I wasn't expecting the centered day planner samples, 90%, 99% done, to show up on my doorstep, but they did. So it just wasn't a day where I could film the unboxing. So today, my loves, we have the big reveal. I'm going to walk you through this. We can talk about energetics of the days of the week. We can do a little astro stuff. You can ask any questions. We can also talk about if anybody is entrepreneurial and printing things. And I have wells of knowledge about customer service and printing and all of it. But mostly I want to talk about what it means to get your soul on the agenda, that there are actual, well, this is it. This is the actual system to help you regulate your nervous system while you're making your plans, to help you take gratitude into consideration when you're doing your weekly reviews. So one thing we have in the planner, I'll give you like all the bells and whistles, but you're going to do a daily gratitude check-in, and I've set it up in two columns. Hey, Gina Madonna. There's a column for grateful, and then there's a because why column. Why do we do that? Because there's actual research that shows that when you get more specific about what you're grateful for, you create more of those happy chemicals in your brain, which creates nervous system balancing, which has you be more lucid, which has you be more loving. This is all about being more loving. Okay, do you want me to? I'll give you a tour. Here we go. So this is the weekly version of the Centered Day Planner. It is an indigo. It is linen. We have the blue satin ribbon. These are the end sheets. Heart-centered, family-centered, abundance-centered, love-centered, prosperity-centered. And then in the back, the Centered Day Planner, you have a pochette. A pocket for all of your things. Oh, this is the daily. Gosh, I keep, after all these years. Okay, then, in addition to pockets and gold foil and all the things for the 2026 edition, you have the belly band. I know, Sarah Marie, isn't it exciting to have a pocket? And then we have actual tabs. Look at that. How smooth. She's a smooth operator with the tabs. You get the, of course, month at a glance. And then the daily view. Let's walk through a day, shall we? This smells like a great planner launch. Okay, this is what you get on a weekly, on a daily. The daily spread. Higher thoughts. No other planner. No other day planner on the market is giving you prompts for higher thoughts. Why does it matter? Because your higher thoughts create a better reality. I've got a whole little system in this for you. Then you've got your grateful and your because why. And then you have your schedule open, spacious, and then detailed for the detailed people. And then there's a weekly reflection. Let's do a weekly reflection together. At the end of every week, you are going to ask yourself, actually, I'm going to ask you, what was better than before in terms of improvement, growth, progress, hope? What needs to change when you felt like there was struggle, when you suffered? And what are fulfilling insights and actions that you have, things that you learned, understood, and accomplished? Then we set you up to get clear about the month ahead. This is a system for living, heart-centered living, get shit done living. Intentions for the month ahead, what you want to do, have, experience, and give. What and who you're going to celebrate and how. And healing actions that you're going to take to be stronger, focused, devoted, open, generous, inclusive, loving. Now, the whole system, whether you are getting the centered planner in the daily indigo or you're getting it in the weekly, it's the same system. And hang out with me here, my Substackians, because I'm also going to talk about our Write and Burn journal, which is all new. And somebody just dropped in the chat from the team. If you head to daniellelaporte.com/planner, you can see all the things and how all the bundles work and everything. The planners, the framework of these are the energetics of the days of the week. And actually, on this coming Sunday, on Substack Live, just make sure that you're subscribed to my Substack channel, which you probably are if you're popping in here. But if you're not, hit subscribe so you get a notification. 10 a.m. Pacific this Sunday. I'm going to do a free workshop called Planning with the Planets. And it's really the spine of the centered system, where this planner and our centered app is giving you cues for what planets are influencing what days of the week. There are better days of the week to be creative. There are other days of the week that are more about emotions and shadow. There is an ideal of day of the week to do ideation and creating and connecting. We pair all of that planetary wisdom and seasonal wisdom with our 7 lifestyle areas, which, because I have the centered planner, this is the weekly, I can show you. So planner's 2-color. I don't know if you can read that facing right side, but we have 7 life areas: spirit, mind and emotions, body, relationships, livelihood, play, space, and things. And then we've got the energetics of the days of the week as cues. And there is a centering practice, and there is space for your setting your goals for the year, and then a general astrology overview. So I just give you like the big chunky things. You don't need to know that Saturn is trine your Chiron up your wagon and Venus. You just need to know what's happening with the moon, dark of the moon, new moons, full moons, eclipses, equinoxes, solstices, all that good stuff. Speaking of which, we are in eclipse season right now. It is a great day. It is a great time this month, September 7th and September 21. Eclipse days to let go of things. Speaking of letting go, a new thing that we've created is the Write and Burn journal. So what we do in our community, in the center community, is every dark of the moon. What's the dark of the moon? You're wondering. The dark of the moon is the 24 hours before the new moon. I know in the wellness space, we love a good new moon because we want to set our intentions and fresh start and all of that. But your fresh start will be more powerful if you take out the garbage before. So that's what we do with a Write and Burn ritual the day before the new moon, dark of the moon. And then we also do a Write and Burn on a full moon. This is the Write and Burn journal. This is going to last you 6 months. So I have a set of questions, super simple. I have a set of questions that you ask yourself on both of the moons of the month. And then you're going to wreck this journal. You're going to do your writing, 21 minutes, put pencil to paper, answer your questions, bless and release the grievances, the crunchy stuff in your psyche, peace out. You're going to tear the page out, and then you're going to burn that page. It's part of the ritual. And you're going to get yourself in a salty bath. So if you do a Write and Burn for the 2 moons every month, that'll last you half a year. And there's all sorts of beautiful bundles happening with the Write and Burn journal and the daily centered planner and the weekly centered planners, 2026 and Boss. If you head to daniellelaporte.com, I love that you want it, Sierra. I want you to have it all. If you head to daniellelaporte.com/planner, you can see we've got like a little magazine view. You can actually explore the inside of the daily planner and the inside of the weekly planner. The emphasis really here is like, this is a way of living. This is not just a calendar system and grocery lists and getting anywhere on time. This is about the physics of gratitude. It's about paying attention to your nervous system. It is about cueing yourself on a weekly or daily basis to think higher thoughts, because your thoughts create your reality. And then, it's really about living a more reflective rather than reactive life, a heart-centered life. Brooke is asking, are there any references to CDFs, meaning core desired feelings, this year in the planner? No references to CDFs, but references to virtues. Loving kindness, resilience, radiance, forgiveness, compassion. Yeah, heart-centered stuff. Give you there's a sneak peek of We're making our choices faith-centered, hope-centered, love-centered, abundance-centered, prosperity, family, friendship, relationship, heart-centered, all linen. The reason I created this gorgeous system, I mean, it's got to be gorgeous, was because I was not happy with what I was finding in the office supply stores. And then all the pink, pretty stuff, kind of designer influencer stuff, wasn't deep enough. I wanted something that took my whole life into account, where I could track my gratitudes and my meditation practice, that there was some kind of prayerful spiritual component to my day, because that's my real life. That's a heart-centered life. And so that's what's baked into the system. So you don't need to have 5 journals. You don't need to have a digital calendar and an app that's tracking all your water intake. And you don't need another app that's sending you prayers. All you need is your choice. Daily, weekly. Heather, thank you for asking. The daily is not 2 books this year. It is 1. We got it all in 1. Trimmed it out. We got new paper. We got the belly band. We have the actual perforated tabs and cutout tabs. And we have little perforated corners that have different words. Let's do a little word search. Elegant, strong, serve, fond, soulful, willing, agree. And you tear these little perforated corners off, and then you can open your centered planner to the day where you stopped. Yeah. And then you also have the ribbon. This is so this is like a cosmic version of the shopping network. This is like spiritual direction meets QVC. This is the only planner you need, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, here's what you need to know. Whether you are getting the daily centered planner or the weekly centered planner, and there's all sorts of dealios right now when you go to daniellelaporte.com/planner. This is the Write and Burn journal, which you are going to burn slowly over 6 months. What you need to know is that we print all of these in one batch. So I only do one order. And we have to have our orders, meaning you need to have your orders in, please, by Sunday, September 28th. Orders in for your planners, for yourself, for your gifts for your team, for all of your Christmas gifts. Have your orders in, like today would be great. But by Sunday, September 28th. And then you will get the planners in your hands in November, probably mid-November. Done. Right on, Tiffany. This is like the home shopping channel meets the sophistication of Substack and spiritual direction from LaPorte. They are shipping worldwide. We're Chicago, LA, Austin, Texas, Poland, Bermuda Triangle, we will get your planners to you. They're $54 US. There's a little bit of a special happening right now. And we had lots of people last year who bought day planners for their team, because part of this framework, again, is the energetics of the days of the week. If you want to know more about working with the energetics, I'm going to do a free webinar that's actually happening on Substack this Sunday at 10 a.m. Pacific. You just need to be subscribed to my Substack channel and you'll get a little notification. I'm going to walk through the planetary influences for the 7 days of the week, how we use that in the centered system and the app. I mean, it's just cool information. There are better days of the week to just retreat and go on date night and have conversations and launch things. The whole idea of just being aware of the energetics is that we're in the flow instead of in force, that our letting go is easier, that our executing on strategies is more blessed. Yeah, that's really the heart of the system. There's really, my friends, there's nothing else like this out there. And this began 10 years ago with the Desire Map Planner. 300,000 plus people went through that system, and we refined this and we made this useful. We made this nervous system regulating and gratitude acknowledging and prompts for higher thoughts and daily truth bombs and linen bound and belly banded and all the things. It's gorgeous this year. Gorgeous matters. Gorgeous definitely matters, but it's wise. And it is really a support system for simplicity being a spiritual practice and getting everywhere on time and living a heart-centered life. More reflective, more reactive, and that happens one day at a time. Any questions before I roll? DanielleLaPorte.com/planner, and you can see the interior up close. Start to get friendly with it. Discounts for bulk purchases. Free workshop this Sunday on Substack. Just be subscribed. It's going to happen at 10 a.m. I'm going to go through the energetics of the days of the week. There's a couple little prayers sprinkled into the planner system. And yes, the everything's going to arrive in November. So what Sierra's asking about is the Write and Burn journal. They're all going to ship at the same time. So the due date, because I don't love the word deadline, finish line for ordering all of your planners is Sunday, September 28th. They will all ship together. You're going to have everything in your hands, no matter how many you order or what you order, in your hands in November, so you can get them wrapped for Hanukkah and Christmas, get them ready for your teams, or you can just, maybe we'll have a little planner party. My favorite ritual is I get my planner, I watch a documentary, and I get some hot cocoa. And I used to have popcorn until I did the allergy test and realized I'm allergic to corn. And that's why I felt so bad every time I went to a movie and had a barrel of popcorn. And yeah, I make a little ritual out of filling out my planner. I'm a weekly person. And I don't know, maybe this year, because this is just like so solid, it's like just the right amount of thick. I don't know, maybe I'll do daily. That would be radical. It's about, I'd say, out of the cajillions we sell, I think about 60% of people choose the weekly version of the center planner. And then 40-ish% choose the daily version. Hey, John Bergorf. Okay, so I think you know everything you need to know. A system for heart-centered life, soul on the agenda, nothing else out there like this. Sunday, energetics of the days of the week. It's free. Just be subscribed to my Substack channel. I'm going to go on at 10 a.m. Pacific. DanielleLaPorte.com/planners. Think about all the gifting and teams and order up. Oh, Cheyenne, you're going to make the shift to daily this year? We should do like a documentary about how enlightened you become when you use the planner. Faith, you're asking, is the daily very heavy? Does the weekly have tabs? The daily, it ain't heavy. It's my sister. It's actually pretty good. And it's better than the last year's version where we had 2 books. And the tabs are actually cut out. So you just thumb it and you get to where you're going. And then each edition, the daily and the weekly center planner, have the ribbons. And the ribbons are matching. And did I show you? Le pochette ici. There you go. You put all your things in there, your Bitcoin passwords. Don't put your Bitcoin passwords in there. And you got a pocket. You got a pocket and you got love. And you have quality and you have eco-friendly, and you're going to have it in your hands in November. But you need to order. You need to order. Like now is good. But a couple weeks going to be the cutoff. You're a daily person, Stacy? Okay. Okay. Make sure you subscribe so we can hang out on Sunday and talk about the moon and the sun and what happens on Wednesday. Both the planners are the same. Hey, my love, Kelly. So all the features of the weekly and the daily are the same. The tabs, the pockets, the belly bands, the system. The only thing that's different is the view. So one page is in the daily is, keep it on. One page is one day. Whereas in the weekly, you get the week all at once. I'm a weekly girl, but I may switch. That's the weekly. Remember, energetics of the days of the week is the framework that runs this. There's nothing else out there like this that is talking about the best day of the week to launch, to communicate, to have date night, to retreat, to look after your shadow self. Who got that? Nobody got that. Center Planner has that. And we pair each of those energetics, those energetic principles, planetary principles, up with a framework for lifestyle areas, spirit, mind and emotions, your space and home, body, wellness, finances, livelihood. It's cool. You have prompts for thinking higher thoughts because this is a planner that actually helps you create a better reality. There are truth bombs every day, and then all the bells and whistles, perforated corners. And my loves, my Substackians, there is an app on your phone called Centered that supports this whole system. I'm going to be sending you notifications to support you throughout the year about daily energetics, weekly energetics, starting heart-centered groups to just do nervous system and gratitude check-ins. My loves, it's a whole thing. And don't forget, before I go, the Write and Burn journal. This lasts you 6 months because we do 2 write and burn rituals every month for each moon. You tear out the pages, you burn them. Astral field, clean, lucid thinking, love in your heart. I will see you Sundays. If you are subscribed, I will see you this Sunday for the Planning with the Planets free workshop. I'm going to get into all the stuff. It's juicy. It's really how I live my life, and it's made a difference. Okay. I love you. So glad you're here. Mwah.